Brian Fair has tracked down countless fugitives in his career with the U.S. Marshals Service. Now, this woman is at the top of his list, 38-year-old Rabia Khalid.
We're never going to stop working this. If we get new information or develop something, we're going to act on it.
Khalid has been on the run since 2017. She's wanted for kidnapping her own son, 7-year-old Aziz Khan.
Rabia Khalid would now be 38 years old. She has brown hair and brown eyes. A felony warrant for kidnapping was issued for Rabia on January 2nd, 2020.
Even with national attention, there have been few leads. Investigators say Khalid was an epidemiologist in Atlanta who went on the run during a bitter custody battle.
It's our understanding that she was aware that at that point things were not going well for her case and that Dad was going to ultimately be granted custody of Aziz.
In November 2017, Khalid failed to show up in court. It was the hearing that was supposed to grant full custody to Aziz's dad. But investigators believe Khalid had already taken off with Aziz days before. Investigators would later find out that Khalid and her new husband, Elliot Bourgeois, had sold their cars and quit their jobs.
We believe they did do some prior planning. We think that weeks or months went into this. Her total disregard for the courts over this matter and choosing to go on the run, there's a huge concern.
While police believe the married couple is traveling together, only Khalid is facing charges in this case.
My initial thought that even if she ran, she's running for a week or 2 weeks, and then she's going to turn around. And now we're here 6 years later, and she's still running.
Aziz's dad says he never imagined things would end up like this. When he and Robia married in 2010, life was good. They lived in New Orleans. He was a rising doctor, and she was kicking off her own career. After Aziz was born, things started to unravel.
It was a really tumultuous relationship. There was constant fighting.
In 2014, the couple separated and had shared custody of Aziz. When Mom wanted to move to Atlanta to be closer to family, Dad agreed to let her take Aziz. But Atlanta is more than 400 miles away from here.
I thought this was temporary. I had Aziz every other weekend. I had half the holidays, half the summer.
Abdul says his estranged wife eventually filed for divorce, and then she made things a lot more difficult.
She starts making excuses about why I can't see Aziz. She schedules soccer games or sleepovers or vacations during my time with Aziz.
Abdul was soon in a volatile custody battle over his son and had no choice but to file for primary custody.
She thought that for some reason I would just give up and not care about Aziz. Everything I did in life was revolving around Aziz.
Now, this dad is hoping you can help. After all this time on the run, Khalid could be anywhere with her son. Aziz is now 13 years old. This new age progression image created by a forensic artist at NCMEC is what he may look like today.
We're angry. The things that have happened over the past several years, the moments that he's missed out on, they're gone. She's taken away my brother's ability to be a father, but we still try because, like I say, we're never gonna give up.
Aziz is the most important thing in my life. I think about Aziz every day. I think about his safety every day. I would want Aziz to know that he's got this big family that cares about him, that he's got a dad that really loves him and wants him to have a good life.
To help this dad find his son, here's what investigators want you to know about fugitive Rabia Khalid. She's described as someone that focuses heavily on her appearance. She spends a lot of time at med spas and nail and hair salons. Khalid has her master's in public health and could seek employment at a doctor's office or hospital. Investigators believe Khalid and her husband may have had a baby together. If you have any information that might help investigators, please call the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.